Now, what do I mean when I talk about recovery muscles? I think that group of muscles that you use when you sneeze,
Or blowing out a candle.
those are the muscles that will help you recover. That's why I call them recovery muscles. They help you recover when you lose your balance. So, as we age, the older we get, those intercostal muscles become less and less elastic because we use them less and less.
I remember
Discovering this with my daughter at a playground, trying to do some monkey bars, and I couldn't do it. Of all the years that I spent growing up on monkey bars, and I had no access to those muscles at all. So I started working with this on the Bosu ball, which you'll see. If you don't have a Bosu ball, I've also got, I think, a pillow just off my bed. It can be done on a chair. It's just important to begin to access these on a regular basis so that when you need them, they're there. Now I'm going to start with something called a Bosu ball. This is what I use. It's flat on one side and cushy on the other. So you can see I'll sit down on the top of it, and it's firm, but it gives. And then on the bottom, it's flat surface. And I use this because it gets me low to the ground. And again, it's on a surface that when I sit up on my coccyx bone, on my tailbone, for this practice, it's soft and it doesn't hurt. So as I get myself seated on the Bosu ball, I try to focus really clearly on those intercostal muscles, knitting those together. I even put my hands on my rib cage to be sure that I'm accessing that when I need to. And going back to the breathing, making sure that you are breathing from your diaphragm. You may find that you exhale when you correct yourself. You can go up to your toes, and then I think I lift my feet off here in a minute and try to go to that balance. Now that's harder if you're not really strong abdominally, but when you do that and your balance shifts, those intercostal muscles will really engage. And you can combine that with your breathing by giving that a short burst of air out and exhale. And that helps you know that you're in contact with those muscles. Now I'm just going to grab a pillow off my bed and I put it down on the ground. Again, I'm close to the ground, so it's safe. The pillow is soft, and I'm going to put myself up on my tailbone. And then it's important to know that when you do this, you need to intentionally toss yourself off balance. Intentionally lean one way or the other until you're off balance, and your muscles have to engage to right you back up again. And that is exercising those muscles. And part of the reason I like to do this too, and I've said this earlier, that you can do it in bed even, you want to be in a safe place, obviously, where you're working. If it's easier for you to have your legs out, then you can do that. You can bring them up to your toes, or you can lift them up completely. Either way, you want to be sure that those muscles, the breathing, basic, deep intercostal muscles, are engaged, and that is what you're working. Now, get down onto the floor, fingers straight ahead, wrists and elbows in line with your shoulders, directly underneath. Flex your ankles, flex your toes, shift your weight slightly to the ball of your foot. Now consciously engage your recovery muscles, pull up your diaphragm, which happens naturally if you exhale, and push off with the ball of your feet. Pull in your recovery muscles, pull in your abs, and push. You're consciously lifting your body weight with your abdominal muscles. The arches of your feet, hamstrings, quadriceps, that's all secondary. Lift with your abdominal muscles. I recently had a conversation with someone who was shocked when they got down on the floor to pick up something and they couldn't get back up. And I just reminded them that if they could still get out of bed in the morning, they could take that as an opportunity to practice engaging those muscles. Just sit up, then lay back down, and sit up and lay back down. And take this as an opportunity to practice engaging those muscles for a few minutes every day. If you do that, then in a week or so, go back and get back down on the floor. Now you might want to practice this with someone else around, just in case. But if you've been diligently practicing getting up and laying back down, you should feel a huge difference between what it felt like before you had engaged those muscles and what those muscles feel like now. If you're a person who wants to remain autonomous, it is crucial for you to practice engaging these muscles. What are some other ways that you've discovered that you can use your recovery muscles? Let me know in the comments. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.